Hey guys, welcome back. You're not going to believe what happened when I moved into my new lakeside property. Literally the day after I unpacked the last box, the local HOA came storming in, demanding I give up my lake access. Yeah, you heard that right. They said I wasn't allowed to use the lake that's literally behind my house. But they messed with the wrong guy and definitely the wrong marina owner. So here's how it went down. I had just bought this beautiful home by the lake. It was everything I'd been working toward for years: peace, nature, and direct access to the water. The listing clearly stated private lake access, and it was written into my deed. That access had been part of the property since it was built. No shared dock, no confusion. It was mine. The day after I moved in, 3 people showed up at my door wearing matching polos, 2 women and a guy. HOA board members. They didn't even introduce themselves properly, just went straight into it. This property isn't approved for lake access under the new HOA guidelines, one of them said. I was like, excuse me, what guidelines? I'm not even in your HOA. They insisted the HOA had jurisdiction over all properties with shoreline access in the area, regardless of membership. Total lie. I asked them for documents proving this. They didn't have any. They just assumed I'd fold. Then it got weird. A week later, they put a lock on the shared boat ramp down the road and claimed I couldn't use it anymore, even though I had permission from the marina owner and it was a private agreement. The HOA didn't own the land or the ramp. So I called the marina owner, an older guy named Rick. Super chill. When I told him what the HOA did, he laughed out loud and said, "Oh, they're trying that again." Turns out, this HOA had tried to bully him years ago by claiming they controlled lake access. He took them to court back then and won. Completely. Rick immediately cut the lock off the boat ramp, put up a sign saying private, not HOA property, and sent a cease and desist letter to the board. That shut them up fast. But it didn't stop there. They started sending me violation notices. Things like your dock lighting is not HOA compliant, or your kayak storage violates community harmony. I ignored every single one and just forwarded them to Rick's lawyer. A few weeks later, I got a letter from the HOA president apologizing for any confusion and saying they'd be revising their outreach approach. Here's the kicker. Rick and I ended up organizing a lakeside neighborhood meeting. We invited other residents the HOA had harassed over the years. People were furious. Some didn't even know they weren't technically in the HOA either. After that, about a dozen homeowners petitioned to leave the HOA or restrict its powers. So yeah, they stormed in demanding I give up my lake access and messed with the marina owner like he was some clueless retiree. But they regret it now. I still have my lake access. I have even more support in the neighborhood. And the HOA, they're laying real low these days. Moral of the story, know your property rights. HOA bullying only works if you don't push back. Thanks for watching. If you've ever had an HOA nightmare or one against one, drop it in the comments. Like and subscribe for more real stories and advice. See you next time.